Well, hello guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, you're seeing the view of the table again. And you know what this means? I have two new banknotes here. I've got a new banknote from Bulgaria and Fiji. And both of these cost me at least 160 pesos. Yes, each of these were like 80 pesos. It was like a very, very low price. Fun fact, this currency here, the Bulgarian lev, was actually replaced by the euro recently, and it only got demonetized back in February. So yeah, I can't believe they don't use this anymore, and it was just very recent. And they also don't use this one anymore. They also don't use this banknote anymore in Fiji. It's been demonetized. They removed all of the portraits of Queen Elizabeth in Fijian banknotes. Actually, this is after Fiji became a republic, and they still put her on the banknotes. Fiji had a coup because... Okay, I just want to correct this part for the Fiji coup. I'm actually editing the video right now. So, Fiji had 3 coups that happened in 3 years. 1987, 2000 and 2006. These resulted from intense ethnic tensions between indigenous Fijians and Indo-Fijians. So if you don't know what Indo-Fijians are, basically they are half Indian Fijians, because Indians were brought to Fiji during the colonial times, and if, believe it or not, Fiji has its own dialect of Hindi, you know. Early coups aimed to protect indigenous dominance against perceived Indian political control, while later interventions involved military efforts to force political change. The first coup ousted the monarchy government, which is why they became a republic after that. Now, Fiji kept Queen Elizabeth on their banknotes and coins because they had a deep-seated traditional respect for her role as a paramount chief rather than her role as a political head of state. So she was removed as queen back in 1987, but they only removed her in the banknotes back in 2012. Yeah, 2012. She was still revered by many indigenous Fijians and the Great Council of Chiefs as Tuiviti. It actually means the traditional title for the Queen of Fiji. Anyways, back to the video. So let's start off first with this 10 lev banknote from Bulgaria. Now the guy in the front is Dr. Peter Beron. He was a Bulgarian educator, a teacher, a doctor, a Maecenas, and author. He created the first modern Bulgarian primer, known as the fish primer, due to a dolphin drawn at the end of the book. Beron has been called the father of modern Bulgaria. And over here at the back we have a telescope and some of these illustrations. I don't know what this is. Up next is this Fijian $5 note. I believe this is from 1999. It's from 1998. So there's Queen Elizabeth on the front, like I mentioned earlier. And in the back they have Nadi International Airport, which is in Nadi, which is the capital of Fiji. And you can see there are some planes there, and I could recognize some of them. This plane on the top left seems to be a trijet, which means it has 3 engines. So this could either be a Boeing 727, a Lockheed TriStar, or an MD-10 or MD-11. And you could see 2 Boeing 747s here, which are what's called a quadjet. And over here, this plane right here, I believe that's a Boeing 767 or a 777-200ER. Actually no, but like I'm just basing it off by the shape here. So most of these planes are probably Boeing, and yeah, they are all Boeing because McDonnell Douglas, or MD, was bought by Boeing. and they don't exist anymore. So yeah. Anyways, these are my new banknotes. So now we check in the security features. Now I ordered this Bulgarian banknote because I liked its design and its security features as well. You can see here this very obvious holographic stripe, which is what I love about some banknotes. You can see that right there. And there's a watermark here. Let's just get a light source. Watermark of the bigger portrait. And there's a see-through register here, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically half of the image printed in the front and half of the image printed in the back, so when you point a light behind it you can see the image form. And there's also a fully embedded security thread over here. There's also text inside it, micro text, and that's basically it for this banknote. And in here, in the Fijian dollar, we also have the same security features: a watermark, a see-through register. This one's a windowed security thread, and here we have a latent image which spells out Fiji, F-I-J-I. And for the UV features, you have this one. You have that one. It's just being highlighted. There's nothing else. Yeah, that's basically it for the Fijian banknote. Here, there's some UV features on the sides of this holographic stripe. There's nothing much in the back. But yeah, these are my new banknotes from Bulgaria and Fiji. They're very nice banknotes, very cool banknotes, very interesting countries. And yeah, that's the video for now. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.